Text to columns. The name itself says that it has something to do with text going to different columns. Now, when do we need to put the text into different columns? Let's look at the screen here. If you see this particular column, this scenario comes in our life more often. When the data which belongs to different columns is captured in one single column. Here, name, age, city, country. All the four things are under same column, which should have gone to the different columns. Now this we have to split into 4 different columns, and that is nothing but text columns. To make it easier for you, I've split this into 7 different parts. Let's first learn the first one, which is a basic one. Whenever the text to column comes into picture, the first thing what we have to do is read a pattern there. What pattern it follows? For example, here we have 4 columns data combined into one column: name, age, city, country. And all these 4 columns are separated by comma. Now these commas are called as delimiters. It need not be comma. Sometimes it might be semicolon, sometimes it might be hyphen or any other symbol on your keyboard. Now to do this, what we have to do is select the data first. Go to text to column. We have delimited and fixed width. Let's talk about fixed width later. Right now we have delimited. So we have a comma as delimiter. So we click on delimiter, we click next. Now here we have tabbed semicolon, comma, space, others. We are going to select comma. The moment we select comma, the preview changes here. It shows 4 different columns, which means this data will be split into these 4 different columns. Wherever there is a comma, it will be treated as a different column. Click next. Do not do anything here. We are going to touch upon that later. Just finish. And we are done. Based on the commas, the data is split into 4 different columns. Text to columns, part 2. Multiple delimiters. In part 1, we saw that based on the comma, we can split this particular data into multiple columns. That is like text to column, next, and you select a comma here, and next, and finish. So based on the comma, it will be split into 3 different columns. First one is a name, next one is a designation, and next one is a department. Now what if I want to split this name as well to 2 different columns, first name and the last name? I want totally 4 columns: first name, last name, designation, and department. But our delimiter comma is only there for the name, entire name, the designation, and the department. So now what we have to do is, here there is a space which is a delimiter in between the first name and the last name. Now can we use 2 delimiters, one space and one comma? Yes, possible. What you have to do is simple. Same place, text to column. Go to next, and here along with the comma, select this space as well. Look at this particular preview section as I click this. See, one first name, second name or the last name, the designation, and the department. Next, finish. The first name in a different column, second name, then comes the designation, then comes the department. That is a multiple delimiters. Text to column, part 3. Now what is a delimiter here? Anybody can say that it is a space, and based on the space we can split that into columns, right? So let's do that. Select this text to column, delimited, next, space, next, finish. Look at this. The data is scattered all around. It doesn't make any sense. After the item code here, there are two spaces left here, two columns left, then comes the printer. Then for next few columns there are nothing, then comes 2, which is might be a quantity. Then again 2 spaces are left or 2 columns are left, then comes the price. Why is Excel doing something like this? Look at this particular data carefully once again. We give space as a delimiter. After item code, there are 2 spaces here approximately. And then comes the printer. So it leaves 2 columns because we are giving space as a delimiter. So 2 spaces means 2 columns. Then it gives a printer. Here if there are 3 spaces, it will leave 3 columns. Then gives a mouse pad. And so on. Now that should not be the case. We want to treat this as one column. No matter how many spaces come in between this as one column, which is the item or the hardware. The next one, the quantity as one column and the price as one column. Now how to do this? It is simple. Select this. Go to the same place, text to column. Click on delimited. Next. Here space, that's right, because the space is our delimiter. But there is one more option here. Treat consecutive delimiters as one. That means no matter how many spaces are there in between, you treat it as only one space. That's what we are telling Excel. Once you click that, click next, finish. You are done. Item code, the hardware, quantity and the price. This is treat consecutive delimiters as one option. Text to column, part 4, fixed width. What is fixed width? Look at the data here. If I ask what is a delimiter here, someone might say that there is a space in between. No, we cannot use space here. After operations for 261,000, do you see any space in between? There is no space in between. So if we use space as a delimiter, we will fail here. It will not split everything into different columns like this. Right? So what is the solution here? As we spoke in the beginning, let's see what is a pattern this particular data follows. You see here employee code, then comes the name, then comes the department, then the salary. The employee code is only till here, maybe 7 characters. And after that there is a name which is beautifully arranged one below another. Then the department, then the salary. And if you see it properly, it is following a pattern of the length or the width of the string. That is, employee code is only till here, and after that there is a specific amount of spaces which are allotted for the name, that is till here, then the department, then the salary, right? So based on this particular width or the length of the string, can we split that into multiple columns? Answer is yes. How to? Select this. Go to text to columns. Click on next. Here it is already selected. I'm removing it so that we have to learn. Okay, after employee code, in this particular space, after this it is another column. So I'm just clicking here. So this is my one column. Name runs till here. So I'll click here. The department runs till here. So carefully after operations here, give a click. Now we made our 4 columns. Now, in case if I click here by mistake and there is a column here, how to remove it? Nothing to worry. Just keep your cursor on that particular line, click, push it up, leave your click. It's gone. Then click next. We'll talk about this later. Finish. You can see this. Employee code, name, department, salary. That is a fixed width option of text to column. Text to column, text qualifier, that is part 5. Now here we can see a comma delimiter. There is a name, there is age, the city and the country, and the designation. There are quotes given for name and city and the country, which means this particular entire thing should be treated as one, and city and country should be treated as one, which has to go to one single column. This happens often in CSV files when the data is downloaded from different systems. Select this. I'll go to text to column, next, comma, next, finish. Now look at this. First name, last name split into different columns. City and country split into different columns. Along with that, we can see those quotes as well, which is little annoying. We didn't want something like this. We wanted first name, last name in the single column, city and country also in the single column. Now to do that, what we have to do? Let's go back. Select this. Text to column. Next. Now in this screen, along with the comma as a delimiter, there is something called as a text qualifier, which is nothing but these quotes. So select those quotes, which treats that field as one or that column as one, right? Quotes. Now look at the preview here. First name, last name combine in a single column. The city and the country combine in a single column. Give next, give finish. We are good. Name, age, city and the country, designation. That is text qualifier. Text to columns. We reached part 6. Data format or data types. Here we have comma as a delimiter. So we select this, text to column, next, comma, next and finish. If we give, look at the data. There were some zeros here before this particular employee code which were lost. See the way the date is formatted. Their data are formatted differently. So to avoid all this confusion, we have data formats for text to column. We have to click text to column, go to next, comma, this is right, next. In this particular screen, we have to define what sort of data or what type of data is there in each of the column. The general, here the first column shows general. Let's make it text so that we don't lose our zeros. Name is anyways text. Let's make it text. The next one is general again. This is date actually. So let's make it date, and whichever format you want to select, you can select either month, date, year, or date, month, year, or year, month, date, however it is. I'll select date, month, year. And last one, let's leave it as general itself. That is a salary. I'll click finish. Now look at the way it has split. The zeros we still hold. We did not lose them. The name has come in this particular column. The date is formatted properly this time. Right? So that is how we use the data types or the data formats in the text to columns. Text to column part 7. Destination cell. Now this is an interesting one. Sometimes what happens is we have the data here which needs to be split into columns, and after that there is one or more columns of data which needs to be retained. Now so what? So we can just select this. We can go to text to columns. We can give next, and the delimiter is comma. I'll give next. I'll give finish. Okay, it asks for a confirmation. I'll give yes. It's split in 3 columns, but the data which was there here is lost. It was overwritten. Now, how to overcome that? To overcome that, there is an option in text to column. When we click text to column, we go to next, comma, that is right, next. Now here there is a destination. If we straight away do the text to column here, this column will be overwritten. We don't want that to happen. Instead, we want to start splitting into columns from this particular cell, which is C5. So click here and click on this particular C5. Now when it is split, it will not overwrite this column, it will skip this column and it will go here and start doing the text to columns. Let's see. Yes, it has kept the original cell as it is, original column. Along with that, the next one, the nodes are also there. Then it has done text to column of all the data. Now this is destination cell. This is the last one. Here I have tried to combine 2 or 3 options together, just for the learning sake. Let's do it. Now here, the first one is an employee code where we should not lose 0. The name as a text qualifier, we have a date as well. So let's split this into multiple columns using text to column. Select the data. Go to text to columns. Click delimited. Next. Our delimiter is comma. So we click comma. And we have a text qualifier as well. Right here. For the name column, which is quotes. I click next. Here the first column, I want to retain the 0, so I format that as text. The second column is text. The third column is date. Select any date format you want. The third column is text. And the last column, let's leave it as general. In case one of the columns you don't want to import, when you split this into multiple columns, you don't want one of the data in this particular raw data. Let's think you don't want this particular city. In that case, what can we do? You see an option here, do not import or skip. Select this one. So when it splits to columns, this particular city will not be a part of your final data. Now finish. First column, zeros are still there because we formatted it as text. Because of the text qualifier, the name has come in one column. Dates are formatted properly. The city is skipped completely. It is not here. So that we come to an end of text to column exercise. So if you have any comments, please do drop in the comments box. Please subscribe and give a like if you like the video. Thank you so much.